So hello and welcome to a relatively short video. So I do not want to make a recap of a game, but instead I just want to look back to the last season, make a new outlook to the new season, and say a bit about what I did in between the seasons. So first, I hope you watched and enjoyed the videos I made about the recaps of my games. So you probably know in the last year I made 7 out of 9 points in the 9 rounds. Um, and okay, also the team got promoted to one higher league. But I want to look into my personal expectations that I had before the season and check if I achieved what I wanted to achieve, or if I missed out on it. And I made a short introduction video before last year, so I just looked into that video again. And so I had 3 goals for the last season. One was winning rating points and winning or achieving at least 5 out of 9 points. I did that, so 7 out of 9 was a bit higher than expected, but the reason was a bit that my opponents were weaker than expected. So our opponents' teams often had on the last boards substitute players, and we played very often in a nearly with nearly the best team. So that was why the expectations were a bit lower than the results. But in the end, I did not perform that much better than expected, or that from my rating points was expected. So just by looking at the rating points, I was expected to score 6.5 out of that 9 maximum points, and I did 7 out of 9. So I did not really overachieve that much, but I mean it's good. I won some rating points. Everything is fine. I achieved that. The second goal was to win 3 games or more. And obviously I also did that. So I won 6 games out of that 9, 2 draws, 1 loss. So also achieved that. But the third goal was a bit more blurry. So I said, okay, I wanted to convert 2 end games. And this is a thing I do not exactly know if I achieved it. So there was one game where I had in the end 3 passed pawns, so 2 on the E file, 1 on the D file, and I achieved to push them through, so that I won. So I count that as a won endgame, or converted endgame, because I mean the game before that was pretty drawish, but in the end, I mean I got some advantage then in the end game, and I forced it through. So yeah, I would say I can count that. The other games, I'm not sure. So in the earlier games, I often just won a piece, a rook, had a mating attack, something like that. So it did not really went to an end game. There was maybe one late middle game where I was creating some kind of ladder made thread. I don't know if I can count that as a converted endgame. There was not that much material on the board anymore, but I mean it's kind of a mating attack. Yeah, I don't know if I can count that, but I mean, I had a few games against relatively weak opponents, so there I did not reach the endgame stage, and against stronger opponents, I had those 2 draws. I don't know. I mean, the draw that ended in a perpetual check. It's I don't know. That cannot count. And the other draw in the round 7, in the round 2, where I had a kind of lost position and saved it to a draw. I don't know if I can count that as a converted endgame, because between that completely losing position and that draw, there was for a while a winning position for me. So I mean, it was kind of messed up by both people. Everyone could have won and we messed it up, and then it was just an endgame. So yeah, I don't know. So I would say it's not really counting that I achieved 2 converted endgames. But I mean, still, the season was in principle pretty good. So I cannot be, yeah, I cannot be unhappy. Okay, so I think that's to the last season. Then to the new season. I mean, we got now the promotion. We are back in the regional league. So regional league is the 5th highest league. So I mean, so in the German league system, you have on the top level the first Bundesliga, and then there are below that 2 second Bundesliga, so a north and a south one. That's basically where all the professional chess players are playing. And then below that, it depends a bit because there are bigger states that have something like a third league as a state league. There are also other regions where multiple states are then somehow working together in the third league, and below that you have then state leagues and so on. So I'm playing in Bavaria, so we are a relatively big state. So here the third league is actually the state league. And then you have a north and a south league below that. So that's basically fourth league. And then below that you have 4 regional leagues in the state. So that is then the 5th highest league. That's where our team got promoted back again, and where I'm playing this season. So I mean, the season starts next week. Before the start of the season, I also want to again define some goals that I want to achieve. And this time, maybe I can give you a bit of an explanation how strong the opponents are. So because I looked into the team lists, so they are already public, and you can see the people who they are positioned in the list, so on which boards they would play if the first 8 players on that list would play. And most teams on the list have, well, some have even 8 players that are 2000 national rating points rated. Some teams have sometimes a 1900 rated player in between, but that's it. So, and my rating is still 1841, if I am not mistaken. Just let me quickly check that I don't say something wrong. Yeah, it's 1841 German national rating. So you see, most opponents I will play when the teams are playing in the best, playing with the best players, are something like 150 plus points high already. So that will be very tough to make any point. So draw, win, whatever. So it will be a very tough season. Still want to define some goal, how many points I want to score. So assuming I play all 9 rounds now, I still aim for 3 points out of 9. So not the last season, but the season before, I had exactly 3 out of 9 points against opponents. Well, there I had also some opponents that were mid-high 1800 rated, some 1900 rated. So people roughly in my rating range, not that many 2000 plus players. So it was still pretty okay. And there I had 3 out of 9. So to be a bit more ambitious this year, I still say I aim for getting 3 out of 9 points, even when the opponents are probably strong. So I mean, the other teams won't play with the best team every time, so I guess there are sometimes 1900 rated players here or there. And probably we are still playing mostly with our best team. So yeah, I hope that I won't get always the players that are in their list, but also again some substitute players. But yeah, you never know. So very short, my goal is getting 3 out of 9 points. So I don't know how to achieve them with draws, with wins. Last time it was 2 wins, 2 draws. So I had one very good win with the white pieces and one, let's say, pretty lucky win. But okay, I mean, sometimes opponents make mistakes and then you need to be there. Yeah, so that is basically my goal. I don't really want to make other blurry goals like last year, because I mean, yeah, I can analyze every game and I can then tell you in the recap, okay, oh, it was good or bad or whatever. But I don't want to make that blurry goals anymore this season. Just 3 out of 9 points. Okay, so that is a bit the outlook to the next season. And yeah, one thing I still want, or maybe two things. So one thing I did roughly 1 month ago was I got my arbiter license. So yeah, it's a bit a thing. I mean, there are a lot of different purposes for arbiters, but the thing is, when you are playing on this, let's say, intermediate level in the leagues, on the higher levels, of course, you have always neutral arbiters that are on site and check that, yeah, the whole match is working according to the rules and so on. And in the very low leagues, people are just meeting and doing whatever they want. I mean, yeah, I mean it's more like I mean they are playing serious, of course, but there is no real arbiter at all or any rules for that. But in these intermediate leagues where we are playing, the logic is that every team is appointing one arbiter, and that person needs to have an arbiter license, of course, otherwise it does not work. So for every match in these intermediate leagues, you have ideally 2 arbiters, one from every team on site. So if there is something, the arbiters can just take care of that. So instead of a neutral one, you have at least people in the teams who know the rules and the statutes. I mean, it's not only the chat rules, but really there it's more about the rules, how the league works. So what happens when a team arrives late, for example. So there's also a thing that the arbiters need to take care of. It's not just, okay, if you make an illegal move, then somebody gets plus 2 minutes. Yeah, sure. But it's more like, okay, when a team arrives half an hour late after the league match should start, what happens there? So that's why you should have in every club or every team in this intermediate leagues an arbiter. And yeah, so I got the license. I mean, also when there are tournaments organized, it's good to have an arbiter there who can take care of all that tournament organization stuff. I mean, currently I'm not really using my license in any way, but I mean, yeah, you never know. It's good to have one. Okay, the other thing is, I mean, I also played a few tournaments now in the summer break. So basically rapid tournaments. So that's a nice thing. So you have a 1-day tournament. You can go there. You play a few games. Yeah, it's a nice thing to also try out new openings under tournament conditions. So in the last years, I often played pretty much the same openings all the time. And yeah, on the higher leagues, people are really looking into the data, what you played the last time, so they are a bit prepared. So kind of forced to try something new. And yeah, so I took that as opportunity to, yeah, not really learn, but practice and a few new openings and yeah, practice them on that rapid tournaments. I'm pretty happy with my new repertoire so far. I mean, I won't spoil anything now, but you will see most likely in the first recaps of my first league games what I do now new. So which new openings I have in my repertoire, and I mean, yeah, you will see it. I don't spoil anything. Okay, so just for the outlook for my next videos, the league starts next weekend. So the recap will be probably uploaded the weekend after. So in 14 days, you should see then the first recap of my, yeah, I mean, it's not my first regional league season. I had a few before, but the first regional league season after our promotion. And yeah, so if you want to watch again the recaps of the next season, you can of course always subscribe to the channel. And so I would be happy if you turn in the next videos. And yeah, so then see you in 14 days.